What's poppin', and welcome back to another episode of Fletcher the Fisherman. Today, we have some post-spawn conditions. A little bit of overcast, the full moon is right around the corner, so today I'm trying to key in on these bass, and just based on the conditions, I'm definitely calling for a slower bite today, just kind of like medium to slow retrieve, and that's basically the pattern I'm gonna be going for. As far as areas I'm gonna be targeting, docks like the one I'm standing on, especially this big marina dock. This is a really good spot this time of year because the shad, they love to get up on marina docks really early in the morning to spawn. So there's probably going to be some shad around this area. They probably come up here in the morning to spawn. I haven't got up early enough to check yet, but this is definitely a prime area. So while they're definitely not going to be spawning right this second, because that only goes on in the morning, there's probably still fish hanging around this area. So as far as presentations I'm going to be throwing today, I'm going to be throwing some slow stuff, some creature baits, some worms, maybe just slow crank a square bill, something along the lines of that. And just as far as areas I'm targeting, I said docks, secondary points, and spawn migration areas. I've already seen a few little shad and stuff flickering around the docks, so that is a really good sign. I definitely think I'm onto the right bite today, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my rod, strap on the GoPro, and get started. Here goes nothing. Got the wacky rig rigged up first here in the morning. Got the little rubber band with the little finesse hook. This rubber band just kind of helps make this bait last a lot longer. I mean a lot longer. I'll probably catch anywhere between like 5 and 10 fish on this worm instead of 1 or 2 with the little rubber band added. Definitely a huge help as far as conserving baits goes when it comes to throwing a wacky rig. But I'm just gonna get started with this thing, just letting it go right down the edge of these docks. Ooh. Drag super loose, super loose. Wow, I'm glad I didn't get a bite there. That would have been not good at all. While I'm at it, I probably should check my spool tension just because this is a pretty light bait without any kind of weight added to it. Okay, it's pretty good. I might be able to loosen it up a little bit, but we're just gonna keep on flipping this dock right on along. Just see if there's anything tucked up nice and tight up against it. Ooh, that looks like the sauce right there. Can we get our first fish of the morning? Nothing there, but I sure am seeing a ton of shad flickering around here. I might have to go over to that square bill that I was talking about earlier. Just slow crank that thing. I do really want to kind of work this dock a little bit better. I honestly probably should be throwing like a fluke or something like that. That would probably be a little bit better for what I'm doing, especially targeting the shad spawn a little bit with all these shad being up near this area. One of the key mistakes I see with wacky rigs, a lot of the time what people do is they try to work it all the way back to them. That's really not what you want to do. You can do that and you will catch fish like that. But honestly, with my experience and just talking with other anglers and just everything that I've learned about it, 90% of your bites are going to come in that initial fall. So what I usually do is I let it fall all the way down to the bottom, let it go down nice and slow. Might give it like just a very subtle wiggle. And one thing that these fish do is they kind of just nose down on the bait sometimes. So what I like to do once it gets to the bottom, after I give it a wiggle or two, get a nice little hard pop. And sometimes if they're just nosing it, just popping like that, gets me a really nice reaction bite. But after that, I might like pull it up one more spot, let it fall back down. But that is it. I mean, I've really targets very specific areas with it, and if I don't get a bite then and there, I reel it back in and throw it to another high probability area. I'm gonna switch over to the shad color square bill right here. It's got a little one knocker in there. Hopefully this will be able to trigger a bite. I'm gonna probably fish with this just for a second and kind of go back and forth between that and the wacky rig till I can get some kind of bite going. But we're just gonna be slow cranking this thing. Moving right along. Try speeding it up just a little bit, see if we can't get a little reaction strike. Wow, surprising. Absolutely no luck on these docks at all. Fished them pretty thoroughly, fished out around them, and nothing. Gonna have to re-strategize. Here we go, first cast on the boat, right up against this little small dock. Oh, that was our first fish of the day. Missed him, dang. Set the hook a little too hard there. I bent out my little finesse hook right here. Caught some line. If y'all catch line, make sure y'all get it out of the water if you can. Hopefully I can get it off. At least I'll cut off as much as I can. Can't get the rest of this to budge, so I'm just gonna cut that one. But I got a lot of it out, so that's good. Cleaning up the environment a little bit while I can. There we go, got him. First fish of the day. It's just a little Twinkie. Come up here, Junior. Nothing too special, but finally on the board. Hooked this guy a little bit deeper than I would have liked, so I'm gonna just hold him over the edge and get him back in as soon as I can. He's a little bleeding a little bit. There we go. Got him off. There we go. Got another one. Another one up against that little bridge post. Come on up here. That's a much better fish, guys. Yes, sir. This one's giving us a good fight. Is it? I don't even think it's a bass. I think it's a catfish. Oh my gosh, it is a catfish. I was about to say, he's squirming way too much to be a bass. That is our second fish of the day. A little cat. No shocker that he's up on that bridge post. Take a look at this floppy guy. That's a nice little cat. And this is actually crazy because I've been fishing this lake that I'm fishing for a long time. I mean, years on years on years. And this is only the second catfish I've ever caught. And the first one only came a few weeks ago. And some of y'all probably saw that on the channel where I caught that big, like almost 10-pound cat. So that is another little one right there. Good to know that there's a little healthy population of these in here. Right on along. Catfishing is not something I do basically at all, so if y'all would like me to do a catfishing video, I'd really might enjoy that. I haven't fished for them in quite some time. I used to do it as a kid with like my granddad and my dad on occasion, but it's something I haven't done in quite some time. So if y'all would be interested in seeing me do just a catfish specific video, let me know down in the comments below. Let's see if there's anything else up on this wall. No more bites, but maybe this one over here. I think I'm gonna fish all these concrete walls. They seem to be holding fish, so that's a good sign. Yep, another one. Oh, he spit it. He spit it. Definitely got a little pattern here going. Is there another one up on this wall? I think we're gonna pull quite a few off of these. Nothing up on this side? Come on now. I know there's gotta be at least one over here. Got him. Oh no! No, he got off. He stole my worm. Crap. Hookup ratio not too hot right now. I decided to change out hooks. That other one was just a little bit bent up from that first fish. I really had the drag way too tight and bent it out. I'm hoping that ends up making a difference for me, but I also think I'm gonna change worm colors as well. I'm gonna switch colors while I'm at it. Stick on another little rubber band with my tool right here. This thing right here, super helpful if you're gonna do wacky rigs. Highly recommend getting one. I just keep all my little wacky worms in this one big bag, zip it on up, keep my tool in there, and that keeps them all organized. So let's go ahead and get this little bad boy tied on. Gonna try this little point right here. See if there's any bass staged up on this. There's just so much shad in the area. I see it flickering everywhere. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's a fish on the crank. That's a better one. This is looking like the best one we're gonna get in the boat so far today. Come on here, buddy. He crushed that thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a fatty. That's a fatty. Get up in here, you little fat bass. Yes, sir. Ha-ha. Now that is more like it. Ate that thing good, too. There's only one hook in him now. That first one was up in his mouth, but this one got him in the gill plate a little bit. Come on out of there. And that's our best fish of the day so far. Ooh, catfish. Oh gosh, he's a floppy. Oh my gosh, he's not wanting to calm down for me. But that is the best bass so far. I think one of the ones that we lost on the bridge definitely felt a good bit bigger, probably like in the 3 to 4 pound range. Never got a look at him, but nevertheless, this is a great bass. Let's keep on moving. Couldn't resist that slow crank. Bye, bud. More trash, gonna go ahead and grab that. Oh, I think I know exactly what that fish came off of. There's a nice little stump or something right there. I don't know if y'all can see that tiny little twig peeking out right there, but I just felt this thing come over the top of that, and that's probably exactly where that fish was staged up. Oh, There we go. Another one back here in this corner. Oh yeah. Putting up a good little fight. Can't tell how big he is yet. He's running right at me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one. Munching that slow roll on the square bill. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. That's how it's done. So far, the bite's been pretty much exactly what I thought it would be, outside of them being on the docks. They definitely probably were up there this morning with the shad spawn and whatnot, but I think they've pushed off and are in some different areas. This is a little secondary point. That's what I was kind of talking about to y'all, where they might be. He was on the back end of it, and that other one was right up on it as well. Good fish. Later, Buster. There we go, there we go. Right off that deeper structure right there. Well, actually not that deep, but right there off the structure. They're holding it tight today, guys. They're really pinning up against it super tight. And that is a really good fish right there. I think that might be one of our best ones yet. That could be our best one yet. Get on in here, bud. Get your butt over here. You chomped my bait, thank you, sir. Inhaled that thing. A complete annihilation. They are definitely grabbing this thing when I put it in front of them. Got her in the gills a little bit. I was gonna weigh her, but she's probably high 2s, maybe 3 pounds. She's got a little bit of blood dripping, so I'm gonna get her back in. There we go. Oh no, I lost him. Dang. That one ate it like a big one too. I just didn't even feel anything, just literally just pressure. Man, that's a bummer. There we go. There we go. Got one. Got one. Just a little squeaker. Oh, bye squeaks. Tucked up tight up against that bush. There we go. Oh no, it came off. I didn't get hooks at it all on that. I just started reeling and it just like grabbed it and it just pulled me down. Sheesh. Ah, that's what happened. Maybe with both of those fish, that hook got buried into the plastic. There we go, fish on, fish on. Oh, he's dogging me. Ooh, that's a good one. Come here, buddy. Come here, that could be the best one all day. There's a bunch of sunken timber over there. That's exactly what it came off of. Oh yeah, that's the best one all day. That is the best fish all day. Come here, Buster. Oh, he's barely hooked. He's barely hooked. Just barely hooked in the corner, it looks like. I don't know how well that hook is in there, but it's just 1 or 2 hooks right there in the edge. Oh. Got him. Let's go. That's a fatty. That's pushing 3. There she goes. Oh, not what I was trying to hit. That crankbait's broken. That's good. There we go. Oh, there we go. A little pipsqueak. A little squeaker right here to the edge of the boat. Came up and nipped it. Oh, spit it on me. God, they're all throwing it on me right at the boat. There we go. Another one up on some structure right there. Came off that laydown. Oh my God. All right, I need to stop horsing these fish in. The little ones, I'm just trying to get him to the boat. If I was taking my time with him, I definitely could have got him in. Oh, there we go. There we go. That feels like a good one. That feels like a good one, guys. Oh, I can't tell. Oh, okay. Not as good as I thought. Man, that fish took off right when I set the hook on him, though. I really thought that was like a 5+. Holy smokes. This little dude fooled me. Another fish, another one cranking up on those brush piles, just bouncing it off, getting these fish to react to it, and they are smoking it. Get that leaf out of his mouth. Oh, there he goes. It's a pretty big area right here. There's a bunch of submerged timber, so I will not be surprised if we get another fish or 2. I'm gonna try not to snag, because I definitely think there's another one amongst the bunch. Oh yeah, oh yes sir. Get up over that tree. I knew there'd be another fish back here. We're getting to squeaker land though. I'm hoping there's some bigger fish amongst these guys. Last few fish have been all kind of small. Not what I want to see. Later. Oh, right there, the boat. I was trying to pick up my bait to take my next cast, and he just gave up and smoked it. Just nipped at it. He's not a very aggressive little guy. He's super, super weak. He's missing an eye, it looks like, too. Poor guy, just anorexic, missing an eye. I feel bad now. Bye, bud. Good luck catching some fish. Wish I could give that poor dude a snack. There we go, there's a fish. Up against those pilings. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, oh yeah. That could be the best one today. Oh yeah, that's definitely the best one today. Good fish, good fish. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Come in here, bud. Oh, yes. Oh, that's a chunk. That is a chunk, guys. Sheesh, I was about to say, I've been fishing this wall right here, this little seawall, and I was just shocked I hadn't had a bite yet. And finally, this chunky little dude came off of it and smoked it. I don't think this will be the last one to come off of it either. There's a good bit more of this wall. I would just imagine I would catch a few off of it. Just based off what I've been catching fish off today, it would make sense that they would be up against it. I've just been catching them off a ton of timber, and all this is a bunch of timber piling. So let's go ahead and get this girl back in and see if we can't find an even bigger one. Shoot! Off into the depths. Ooh, there's one. There's one. Came right. Oh, yeah, that's a nice chunk. Dancing for me. Oh, yes. I knew there'd be more up against this wall. I guess that technically wasn't the wall. That was a little gap in it, and there was a piece of timber on it, and that's exactly what he was on. Come here, bud. He is feisty. Give him a little bit of line so I can kind of work him right up next to me. Come here, bud. Got him. Let's put this one on the scale for fun. I'm thinking she's close to 3. Close to 3, that's my guess. 326. That is a nice chunk. Bye, mama. There we go. There we go. Oh, oh. Gosh, why did that fish feel so big? Oh my gosh, just a little pipsqueak. And on that note, hopefully y'all enjoyed today's episode, and if you aren't already, go ahead and subscribe and smash that like button if you enjoyed today's video. But as always, fasten this passion, peace